Not in my party, is he? No. I don't think he can be in your party, but... Can he? I don't think so. Another storage closet. Oh, knowing him, he's probably at the bar. That's probably where he is. Beaver Lodge. We got beavers. Everyone took an early bath, so we're already closed for the night. I was just talking with Toma. He was talking about what he wanted to do in the future. That's got me thinking. Dude, why are you always carrying your weapon around? Just like Zwag. What's up with those two? We better win tomorrow, human. If we lose, that stupid bald human's gonna zap all us beavers. No, no! Come on, Prince, join in! No, no! Until recently, I never would have thought it possible for me and my siblings to work towards a single goal. Nor did I ever imagine we'd be working together with humans and dwarves. You sure opened our eyes, Your Highness. And don't forget turtles and snakes and, you know, whatever else. Shun's down here. We're not going to make anyone fight as gladiators anymore. No, we're all fighting because we want to. Dawn Times Editor. How you doing? Ah, Your Highness, mind keeping me company, if you have a minute? Yes, an exclusive interview. Prince Frasia speaks out on the eve of the final battle. How are you going to interview someone who doesn't talk? Like, how does that work? Gotcha. I was kidding, of course. I wouldn't write a cheesy article like that. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't put it past you. My father served Lady Isabel's father, but I'm not merely following in his footsteps. I wanted to personally protect and support my lady's aspirations. Protecting her is not only my duty, it's my desire as well. I imagine Lady Leon feels the same way about serving you, Your Highness. Pretty much. Window maker. She has her own room? I did not know that. Of course, she's not there right now, but... One of the Queen's Knights told me about your parents. It seems they were both figures of rare and dignified stature. Of course, one could tell that simply by looking at you. My father was a member of the Maximilian Knights. It meant everything to him. That's why he became a hopeless wreck after they were disbanded. I couldn't stand seeing him that way. I inherited the aspirations that my father once held, and that's why I ended up running away from home. Looking back now, I don't think I really had a choice, even if people say I was just a naive girl rushing off on a whim. I'm just happy Matthias came along with me, and grateful as well. And I still haven't given up. I really am my father's daughter, it seems. Well, as we all know, the legacy of the Maximilian Knights kept going on, so obviously something was done right. Wow, here's this family. Subala always used to come over when we were little. She was a lot cuter then, and nicer too. But then the ugly stick came and bam, mean as can be. Why, Your Highness, care to join me? You're more than welcome. After all, we're like family now. Naturally. Prince, you gotta find yourself a good lady. After what happened to your mama and your papa, you need someone close to you, I think. But I'm sure them girlies will be throwing themselves at you. Excuse me. After the war. You being a war hero and all. I had a hell of a time getting Kasara to say I do. I ain't thinking you're gonna have the same problem, Prince. I don't know about that. I said I didn't want to hear none of it. But Kasara wouldn't listen. Okay. I guess Willem's not here. But Haleth is. Log sure did reel in a prime catch. But back in the day, the two of us lived life more dangerously, in many aspects. Never figured him for one to settle down. And of course Norden's here, as always. Completely out of it. Log's wife is out of his league, frankly, but I'm happy for him. I used to be married, but my wife left me because of my drinking problem. I can see that. Well, either that or she got freaked out by Lord Barrow's underlings constantly spying on me. That could be it too. When this battle is over, I'm going to go find her and try and straighten things out. There you go. And Egbert's here. The character of the Ethelbalds will be called into question if I wish misfortune on the House of Godwin. So I decided to restrain myself, just for tonight. But I just can't do it. I keep getting this stupid grin on my face whenever I think of the imminent demise of those filthy Godwin devils. Okay. That's great. So where the hell's Wilhelm, then? I figured he'd be there. But apparently not. Maybe he's over here somewhere. Maybe he's in the statue. Nobody's in the statue room. Oh, now we got a statue of Jean. I guess she's surpassed the Ross. Of course, the Prince and Leon. If I keep having Miakis in my party instead of Leon much more, it'll probably be a statue of Miakis then. We're in a prison cell. Yeah, I don't think these prison cells are ever used in the game, which is kind of a waste, really. I mean, in a lot of Suikoden games, you end up putting an enemy general or someone in prison. But in this game, not so much. Seems like kind of a wasted opportunity, but whatever, man. Alright. Now we just need to head over here. I can see where I'm going, and it's pretty cool. Oh, Miakis is here for some reason. I guess I'll have to let you give the princess the first big hug after you rescue her. But don't mess it up. Miakis told me about your highness and the princess. I have 5 older brothers, and all of them are just like my father. Oh boy. It wasn't that they treated me badly, but it was hard putting up with all of the mind games. You're really a great brother. Just like Lucerina said, I really envy the princess. Speaking of which, where is Lucerina? She's got to be around here somewhere. Nobody's in here. But they got like some nice couches in there. For whoever's room that is. And then this that goes nowhere. Not sure if they were planning on doing something with that, but just ended up not. I don't know. Who knows? It's very possible. Base of Round Home. Sable. Hey, Dine, what's up, man? It's been completely quiet south of Sable. It would appear that the Armist Southern Mountain Corps have ceased hostilities, just as Shula said. We should have no problem focusing on Solfalena now. Sounds good. Cave Dwarf. There's our window maker. Shouldn't you be in the window maker room? I don't know. Laban thinks quite highly of you. It's the first time I've heard that crotchety old geezer compliment anyone. He doesn't even compliment dwarves, let alone humans. But we dwarves are a selfish lot. We probably wouldn't have joined your cause if not for our own interests. Maybe. Dongo's actually in here. Guess today's the last day of my blacksmith work here. I can't help but feel a little sad. That's actually not true. I could never say this in front of Master Levy, but I want to do some really crazy magic myself without any help from him. But I wasn't born in the right body for that. Gund! Laban went over to that old Raffley human's place. He said it was a gathering of old-timers. I mean, you don't exactly look young, so I don't know. Then again, with dwarves, it's hard to tell, really. Let's go this way. Lord Lake. Prince, you're gonna go back to the Sun Palace when the war's over, aren't you? Bandit. What's up with the bands? We haven't really heard much of them as of late. Other than Roy, of course. Hey, what the hell? You come to laugh at me or what? Well, whatever. Some things never change. You'll just laugh at me more if I keep ripping on you. But it'd be too easy if you were happy with me. Huh. Phelan and Roy both look real mad. I told them they should try and get along before the final battle. Then Roy got all mad at me. You know what he said? He said, "Don't say it's the last battle. It's not like we're gonna die or anything." Damn, Roy, he never thinks about other people's feelings. Pretty much. Street performer. Huh. Ernst in human form. Well, why do I look like this tonight? The power of the rune weakens on nights when the moon is full. Only then can I remain in human form. So it's kind of the opposite of a werewolf. I'd really like to have a long chat with you too, Prince, but you'll have to excuse me. I ask that you let me spend this precious time with Norma. Of course. Sorry, Prince, I want to chat with Ernst tonight, alone. I've been looking forward to this full moon for a long time. A very long, long time. Oh. Well, have fun with that. Lalkar. What's up with the boys from Lalkar? Prince, you of all people should know, simplistic thinking like Volga's doesn't cut it in this day and age. Am I right? I'm right, right? I don't know about that. Hey, Prince, would you please tell him that blasted Orok is a huge pain in the neck? He just never learns. I am so sorry about the way they're acting, Your Highness. And after all that effort you put into getting Lalkar back on its feet, I'm quite embarrassed by their behavior, but please don't let it get to you. They don't really mean it. Yeah. They mean well. New Armus Kingdom. Looks like they have their own room as well. Commander Shula was frighteningly pretty when he was about your age. Though still attractive, he's no longer pretty. But I didn't pledge loyalty to Shula's good looks. I'll continue to serve him as long as I live, even after he ages into a wrinkled old prune. Still, I secretly wished he'd remain that pretty boy I once knew. You too will mature from pretty to attractive. Ah, what a shame. Okay. Commander Shula is considering establishing friendly relations with Felena after the war. There may be some bad blood between our nations, but most people in Armus don't wish to be enemies with Felena. Your Highness, please keep an open mind regarding this matter. Being that we are dealing with Your Highness, I am confident we have nothing to worry about. Of course. When I said I wanted to join your side, it was merely an excuse for me to observe you firsthand. I wanted to see what kind of character you truly had, Your Highness. Don't take this the wrong way, but until recently you were rather inconspicuous, despite being the prince. But since this is common in Felena, it attracted little attention in Armus. But you were invincible from the war's outset, and you even repulsed Commander Sparna's invasion with no trouble. So you can imagine why I'd taken interest in meeting a man of your fine caliber. Had I not come, I would have regretted it the rest of my life. It was a truly wise decision. If Felena is to be in the hands of one such as you, Armus would be foolish to attack your nation. I'm most sure of that. There is neither a more trustworthy ally nor fearsome foe than you, Your Highness. Looks like Josephine's here. This is not Armus. Why must a fashion diva such as myself come face to face with my fashion faux pas of a brother? It's absurd, incomprehensible, entirely disagreeable. I noticed your little sister sticks to you like glue. You should be careful. Little sisters can feel suffocated by all that attention, especially if they fancy themselves fashion divas. Oh, I was just speaking in vague generalities, of course. I wasn't referring to my situation in the least. Of course not. Alright. Good times. Bath. Is anybody in the bath? Ah, here's Wilhelm. Of course. Ah, Prince, how you doing? Too bad the women's bath is already closed, huh? Oh, I know. Say no more. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I mean, you like the ladies too, after all. Catching a glimpse before the decisive battle sure would provide that extra motivation, eh? How do you know he likes the ladies? What if he doesn't? Boz is here, for some reason. I didn't think Lord Barrows would be killed. He's a traitor, but did he deserve to die? I think so. I bet Lady Siledes was behind it. She holds a grudge like no other. Why would Siledes stab you in the back to join the damn Godwins? That lady makes no sense. Oh, she's up to something. Your Highness, I'd like to thank you once more for allowing me to serve you. And thank you for trusting me even after uncovering the many sins of the House of Barrows. But my loyalty isn't to the House of Barrows, it's to you, Your Highness, always, and to the end. Yeah. That's definitely nice. Okay. I think that's about it. Josephine's room. Of course nobody's in here. Why does she have no bed? No place to even sit down. Like, what's up with that? What kind of a room is that? Sheesh. Maybe she just prefers to stand. I don't know. The end. Is Hazuki all over Belkut again tonight? Probably. I like how my shadow looks. Look at that. Nobody's in the guest room. That's a shame. Hazuki. As a swordswoman, I shouldn't be saying this, but I detest war. It makes me realize that swordsmanship is nothing more than the art of killing. Still, when war is inevitable, a swordswoman's duty is to shed blood in the place of the helpless masses. That's why we must hone our skills and push ourselves further than others. At least that's how I justify it. Forgive me, my liege. You need not tolerate such inane ramblings from one of your servants. You're not my servant. Isn't it great now that the gladiators are free? I've achieved what I came back to Falena to do. Still, I have mixed emotions about dismantling the gladiator system through war. Many have already suffered great misery, but now they're being forced to sacrifice even more. I think that just about does it. I guess we can head back to our room now. Guess we can check this. Tea ceremony from Raja. I'm holding a tea ceremony in my room for older people, but of course your highness is invited as well. Young Miss Aresh from Shula. Who exactly is she anyway? If she's from Nagaria, there are a few things I'll have to think about. Nagaria is a potential enemy nation for Armus too. But I guess we have no right to talk, seeing as we pushed into Falena recently ourselves. Dilber of the West from Boz. I wanted to settle things with him myself, but you, your highness, you got to him first. Lucky for him, eh? Newspaper from Shula. It's interesting, it really is. Many believe that leaders control information to make it easier to control the people, but that's actually wrong. They only do it because they're afraid that someone will expose their incompetence as leaders. Against such woes, an ally like Taylor is worth 100,000 soldiers. Charmista from Kyle. Man, I've never been with a foreign chick, but I wouldn't mind a little exchange program with her. Oh boy. Nethergate from Cathari. Everyone in my organization is talking about those Falanan assassins. I'd suspected that they'd only pretended to disband, but it looks like the real truth is even more complicated. Your Highness, will you be turning in for the evening? Might as well. As you wish. Pleasant dreams, Your Highness. So we officially enter Chapter 14, Finale. Oh boy. No one has taken up your offer to leave the castle, my lady. Really, I must say that I'm impressed. The Sun Rune hasn't been used in any of the battles thus far. It seems everyone believes that only a legitimate Queen of Falena can use it. Some say they're more worried about the Twilight Rune. That seems more of an immediate threat. Runes aren't the problem. Lady Sialeeds is. I'm worried that we might be playing right into her hands. What do you mean, my lady? Oh, nothing. Lillet, we should both start getting some rest soon. We wouldn't want to start botching crucial decisions just because we're fatigued. Understood, but you wouldn't mind staying up just a little longer, would you, my lady? Alright, so let's drop a save and head up to the war room for the final major battle. Which is pretty interesting. Because I believe it's kind of like a two-part major battle kind of thing. But we'll get into that. Ah, Your Highness, we've been waiting for you. We're ready to set out now, Your Highness. As you all know, this operation's goal is to liberate Sol Falena, rescue the princess, and recover the Sunstone. We will begin by taking the lake dam south of the city. I want Estrys and Sable's forces to advance on the dam from the east. We shall not fail you, Your Highness. You know you can count on me and Dine, Prince. We're like a fearsome tag team at this point. The volunteers from Lord Lake and Lelkar will take care of the west side. Lord Lake will fight to the last man, Your Highness. We'll have to tell Volga's men to not rush too far ahead. Meanwhile, the Dragon Cavalry will pound the enemy with hit-and-run strikes. Your Royal Highness shall not be disappointed. That sort of attack is our forte. Alright. Beavers and dwarves, please bring up the rear. I won't lie, that's where beavers are best suited, but we'll still give it all we've got. Hey, don't you trust dwarves to get the job done? We're a lot stronger than we look, you know. Yeah. Raft fleet will serve as our main force, sailing up the Phaetus River and hitting the enemy head-on from the south. It'll be my pleasure to deliver the first blow. So if you couldn't tell, this is going to mainly be a sea battle. Which is kind of a change of pace, really, from most of the major battles throughout the game.
Prince, we will set up a base of operations aboard the Dahaka, and our captain of the guard will be Leon. Leon!
Leon's back!
You sure you're okay?
Prince? Everybody? Sorry for making you all so worried about me. As you can see, though, I'm completely healed now. And I'll be fighting alongside you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
The briefing is now adjourned. If you would, Prince?
All troops, move out!
To victory! To victory!
What? What did you just say? I'm asking you to please flee while you still can. My brother's coming to rescue me, you idiot. Why would I want to leave? Are you expecting to lose the battle or something? If you are, why don't you just give up now? Or maybe you want your soldiers to die for your stupid cause. Don't be ridiculous. I'm not suggesting we flee because we're going to lose. If we remain here, you'll witness something you need not see. Like what? Both sides are desperate. The battle here will be far more savage than your Majesty's campaign against the rebels. And the resulting loss of life will be far worse still. That's all the more reason why we shouldn't leave. I'm the Almighty Queen, and I say we stay put. Got it?